So you want to start incorporating color into your eye makeup looks, but you don't know where to begin. I'm going to show you 4 different tips that you can do to incorporate pops of colors into your neutral eye looks to slowly transition you into getting used to color without it being overwhelming and the center focal point of your look. So technique number 1 is definitely the easiest. So I'm starting out with a neutral eye. You can do a bare eye, a dramatic eye, a smoky eye, whatever you want to do. Just start out with any sort of eye look, but don't put anything in the waterline. So for this step, you have so many different options. You can go in with your brighter colors like these blues, the green, the yellow. You can go with a little bit more toned down of a brighter color, so like this darker yellow, or you can go in with a deeper shade that's really not going to be noticeable until you are up close, like this sort of purpley color and this darker green. For the sake of the video, I'm going to go in with this one by Urban Decay. I don't believe they make this exact color anymore, but a lot of brands do have these bright blues. I find that this is the easiest to wear for me. And all you're going to do is just apply that into your waterline. And that's it. Just that little bit made a statement. You can see it brightened up my eyes a little bit. It definitely adds in that pop of color, but it's not overwhelming. Next is option number 2. I'm going to show you how to do an inner corner pop of color. I really like to do this with yellows, oranges, pinks, purples, blues. I mean, really, you can do anything. I would just be mindful of, if you have dark circles, what color you do on your inner corner. So sometimes if I do blue on there, it kind of brings out the blue I have under my eyes. So just be cautious in that way. I like to do yellow a lot. I find that that goes with almost every eye look, and it just is a beautiful color. So you're going to want to start out with a base because you really want this to pop. So you can either do a white base. I absolutely love the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, but if you have a colored base that is the color that you're going for, you can definitely do that as well. I'm starting off with the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in the shade Screamin', which is a bright yellow. And whether you're using a white base or a color base, you're just going to kind of draw around that tear duct. This will just allow the colors from the shadows to really adhere to it and stick. I do find that doing the liners are a little bit more natural, so if you wanted a pretty natural colored inner corner, you could just do the cream bases and leave it like this. So I really want mine to pop, so I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow, and I'm just going to pack that right on top with a small flat brush, and this will just make it last all day as well. So here's what that looks like. I'm going to show you one step to take it a little bit further. I'm going to take a bright white eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that on the very inner corner, and I'm going to do this a couple times to layer it up, but this is almost going to give the illusion that that inner corner is glowing. So now you can see what the white does to it. It just makes it a little bit more glowy on the inner corner. It definitely takes away from the color portion of it, but it can make it look a little bit more wearable as well. So this is option number 2. So for option number 3, I'm going to show you how to do a colored lower lash line. Now I would only do this option if you're doing eyeshadow on the top as well. Otherwise it can look really bottom heavy, and we don't want that. We want it to balance with the top. So for this option, I'm starting off with a darker purple. I'm going to go in with a flat brush. This is a Sigma E20. I'm going to buff that right at the lash line all the way from inner corner to outer corner. I'm going to do my best to kind of connect it to the outer corner of the upper eyeshadow. I'm just going in with a little bit more, but I'm just doing stamping motions to apply. And now with a pencil brush and a lighter purple, I'm just going to do back and forth motions to blend that out. And now with a shade similar to my skin tone, I'm just going to diffuse those edges. You can see it's diffusing the edges, but it's just fading out the color that's under there, and it's not adding any additional colors. For the waterline, I'm going to take Urban Decay Love Drug. This is a darker, more toned down purple, so it's just going to kind of tone down the eye look overall. You could obviously do a brighter one. You could do a black, a nude. You can see it's just a little bit darker, so I'm going to put mascara on the bottom and show you what this looks like. And here's option number 2. So you can see this one's a little bit more of a statement maker, but it's not as dramatic as doing a whole purple smoky eye. So yeah, that is option number 3, and I'm going to show you the 4th and final option. For option number 4, we're going to do the most simple out of all of these, and that is just to add a shimmery pop of color onto your lid after your eye makeup look is completed. So here's the color that I'm going to be taking. This is by Juvia's Place. It's just a shimmery pinky purple, and I'm just going to take it and pat it on my lid. So I'm just kind of patting it in the center, and then I'm just kind of dispersing that with a clean finger. And that option is as simple as that. You can do one color, you can do multiple colors, you can do however much you want, but it just adds a little pop of color. Like when I close my eyes or when the light hits it, you're going to see that pop of color, and it's just so simple. But that is 4 different ways that you can add pops of colors to your eye makeup looks without it being the center of attention. If you guys like this video and you want to see any more other tips, just let me know in the comments, and I will see you in my next one.